Warning: watch this video or you will regret it. A fleeting dizziness, for young people, it is just a temporary discomfort. But for the elderly, it can be a warning of a stroke, a serious fall, or even the end of a life. In old age, the body becomes fragile, and the smallest manifestations can pose a great risk. However, many families are subjective, ignoring this sign, and when they realize it, it is too late. Today's video will help you understand why a dizzy spell can take the life of an elderly person, and more importantly, what you need to do to prevent it from happening to your loved one. Why are the elderly easily suffering from dizziness? Over time, the elderly's body gradually weakens. The heart pumps less blood, the brain lacks oxygen, and the nerves transmit signals more slowly. These changes cause a decrease in the ability to maintain balance, leading to dizziness, especially when standing up quickly, going from dark to light, or after exercise. The vestibular system, which controls the sense of balance, is also often affected by age, degeneration, or inner ear diseases. In addition, the elderly often have many underlying diseases, such as high blood pressure, diabetes, dyslipidemia, Parkinson's. These diseases directly or indirectly cause dizziness and disorientation. In addition, taking many types of drugs at the same time, such as sleeping pills, anti-hypertensive drugs, cardiovascular drugs, can also easily cause unwanted interactions, making the patient dizzy and unsteady. This is why dizziness is such a common symptom in older people. But common doesn't mean normal. It's often a sign of something much more serious. Dizziness, mild symptom or warning sign. Dizziness in the elderly should not be taken lightly because sometimes it is not only a problem with balance, but also a red alert signal for serious diseases. A typical example is ischemic stroke. In the early stages, the patient often has symptoms of dizziness, accompanied by fatigue, blurred vision, numbness on one side of the body, stuttering, or loss of balance. If ignored, just a few hours later, a stroke can occur, causing paralysis, coma, or even death. In addition, dizziness can also be a manifestation of postural hypotension, which occurs when the elderly change positions suddenly. Hypotension causes the brain to not receive enough blood, leading to dizziness and falls. Falls in the elderly not only cause bone fractures, but also easily lead to complications such as pneumonia due to prolonged lying down, decreased mobility, or complete loss of independence. Many families have the habit of watching for a few days, but for the elderly, any strange signs need to be handled promptly. Being subjective for a few minutes can lead to lifelong consequences. When the elderly have dizziness, what should the family do? Stay calm and help them lie down or sit down in a safe place. Avoid letting them continue to move, because the risk of falling is very high. Loosen their clothes, open the window to ventilate the air, give them some water to drink if they are conscious. Carefully observe accompanying signs such as pale skin, cold sweat, slurred speech, eyes looking in the wrong direction, weak limbs, or signs of loss of consciousness. If there are any unusual signs, call an ambulance immediately. Absolutely do not arbitrarily give them medicine, especially blood pressure medications, sleeping pills, or drugs not prescribed by a doctor. In addition, if your loved one only has transient dizziness, but this phenomenon occurs repeatedly, take the initiative to take them to see a neurologist or cardiologist. Recording the time, situation, and accompanying symptoms in detail will help the doctor make a more accurate diagnosis. Diagnosis and treatment of dizziness in the elderly. To effectively treat dizziness, the most important thing is to find the root cause. Diagnosis usually begins with postural blood pressure measurement, blood tests, electrocardiogram, echocardiogram, magnetic resonance imaging, MRI, or brain CT if stroke is suspected. If the cause is a vestibular disorder, the doctor may prescribe mild sedatives and instruct on physical therapy exercises to restore balance. In cases of dizziness due to low blood pressure, it is necessary to adjust diet, exercise, and take medication as prescribed. For cardiovascular, diabetic, or neurological diseases, controlling the underlying disease plays a decisive role. The elderly need to be re-examined periodically to adjust the dosage of medication accordingly. Avoid using drugs empirically or sharing prescriptions among patients, because each person's physical condition is different, and using the wrong medicine will only make the condition worse. Preventing dizziness. Proactively protecting the health of the elderly. Prevention is always better than cure, especially for the elderly. To reduce the risk of dizziness, it is necessary to first establish a scientific lifestyle. Eat a nutritious diet, limit salt and fat, drink enough water, sleep on time. The elderly should maintain gentle daily exercise such as walking, practicing yoga or light yoga to improve blood circulation. Have regular health checkups at least every 6 months to monitor blood pressure, cardiovascular, ear, nose, and throat, and nerves. If you are being treated for a chronic disease, you must strictly follow the doctor's regimen and not stop taking medication on your own. In the house, you should remove slippery objects, install handrails on stairs and toilets, and ensure good lighting to reduce the risk of falling. Finally, don't ignore small changes, whether it's a wobble when standing up or a feeling of lightheadedness when lying down. They can be the first signs that you can protect your loved one from a bigger problem.
To find the Buddha in me.
A bout of dizziness. At first glance, it may seem harmless, but for the elderly, it can be the last straw. When the body is fragile due to time, just a moment of loss of balance can lead to broken bones, coma, or even permanent death. Many families have wished that if they had realized it sooner, cared more carefully, things would not have gone so far. Always observe, listen, and take care of the health of grandparents and parents from the smallest things. We cannot stop aging, but we can make aging safer and more complete with the right care and understanding. If you find this video useful, please like, share, and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on valuable content about elderly healthcare. Thank you for watching, and please join us in spreading the message of love to your loved ones.
Like it was meant to be. It touches my soul.